Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. In today's video I'm going to be going over what's going on here at the farm, but first, if you wouldn't mind, please hit that subscribe button if you are new here to the channel, and if you've already subscribed, thank you very much for the support, and if you wouldn't mind, please give the video a big thumbs up. So folks, this week has been a pretty busy week, and I want to start off with thanking everybody who put in orders this week. We put out that video where we got damaged by the storm, and we had enough orders on just Saturday, Sunday, and Monday that we matched January's entire sales. So in 3 days, we matched an entire month of sales. So thank you so much to everybody who came out and supported. I did receive a few emails that didn't even want to purchase items. They wanted to support the farm or donate. So we are going to set that up, and it should be in the link in the description below. Go ahead and check it out. I think that's how it works, but you know, if it doesn't work, just let me know. For those of you who do want to donate, or we'll call it a tip jar. I really don't like donations, you know, because I don't want a handout or anything, but a lot of people did want to support the farm without purchasing an item, and that's the best way I can think about doing it. So go ahead and check that out if you are one of those people. But for the most part, guys, we've been really busy. So this week, we've been babying the mother plants to a point where they are well on their way to recovery. I'm not going to show them today, maybe next week when they start looking a lot better, but they're definitely recovering, and we still have all of our genetics carrying over to this year, so that is a positive. And speaking of genetics, the holy grail, the white whale, so to speak, that we have been chasing for months. I mean, pretty much since last summer, I have been in pursuit of CBG genetics. And you've heard me talk about it plenty of times, whether it's on a live stream or other videos. Well, I am here today to tell you we have CBG genetics here on the farm, and I have started the seeds. So we did pop some seeds this week. I started them about 2 days ago, so they're just getting little roots on them. I'm not going to show them today, but if you guys follow our Instagram, you can see pictures of them. So we do have CBGs sprouting, and we also popped some local hemp seeds from a fellow farmer who just wanted us to play around with some seeds. So we have those, we're starting those. So we are in the swing of things here for grow season 2020. We are ready to rock and roll. Our spring gardens also sprouting up. We've got peas going, and you're going to see some of that content going forward this year. It's kind of what I've been talking about all winter long, is there is a difference in content coming up for 2020. You know, you're going to still see the plants, but you're going to see other plants too. We're about ready to close up shop on the walnut tree project. It was mediocre at best, but spring is here. The peeper frogs are out every night, and there is no point in continue tapping these trees. We don't want to hurt them in any way. So I'll be pulling the taps this week, and it was unfortunate. I think we're going to get about a pint of walnut syrup for ourselves, and you know, it was a fun home project for anybody who is interested in doing that at their home. If they have walnut trees, reach out. I may put out some videos about how it went, but it was fun. I don't know if we'll do it again next year, maybe just for a hobby, but that's about it. Definitely not enough to consider it as a revenue stream for the farm, but we had to try it. And then in other news, speaking of grow season 2020, folks, I alluded to it last week. We got a visit from our friends at Coast of Maine. Now, you guys have heard me talk about a lot of Coast of Maine's products, and there's not a lot of products I thoroughly trust to the bone, can tell you that these products will work for you. Well, Coast of Maine is one of those products, guys, and this isn't a plug by no means. We're not sponsored by them in any way, shape, or form, but last year the results spoke for themselves with Coast of Maine when it came to a lot of their amendments. So this year, while we are adding amendments, we are going to add probably one of my favorite amendments for the veg stage, and that would be their lobster meal. So their lobster meal is medium nitrogen. It's got some phosphorus in it, no potassium, but it has a high amount of calcium. And wouldn't you know it, we're still waiting on the calcium to show up. I went and called today, and it should be here by the 3rd of March. So we're still holding on for that last amendment. But what's really cool is our friends at Coast of Maine gave us 80 pounds of lobster meal. So we are going to add lobster meal to the grow area, and this helps in so many ways. One, it adds a little bit of nitrogen. Now, we don't want to be adding a lot of nitrogen, and this may be the only time we really add any significant amount of nitrogen for the grow season, because nitrogen affects the 0.3 level. So we want to make sure that we stay below that, you know, and we want to make sure that there's not a lot of nitrogen in the soil, at least not too much of it. But it really helps out with calcium. It's 8% base calcium, which is huge, and it adds to our organic matter, which we are desperate need of in the grow area. So I'm going to walk over and show you what we're going to be using. We also have some of their seed starter mix. And if you guys look back at the very beginning when I started YouTube, I was struggling to start seeds and find a good seed starter mix. And you know, we're doing that thing for New England Compost, and I'm excited to give their stuff a try. But when it comes to our CBG genetics, I am only going to really trust the Coast of Maine seed starter, because I cannot afford to lose these seeds. We only have a limited amount of them. I think we have 12. So we've got to be on the ball when it comes to sprouting these things and getting them in the ground. So I'm going to take you over, just show you what we're going to be using here in the next couple weeks. And by next week, you probably will see some sprouts, CBG and some CBD sprouts. So I'm excited to show those with you. But let's go over and take a look at what I'm talking about. Okay, folks, so this is what I'm talking about. So we'll start off with the seed start here. This is the Coast of Maine seed starter, and I got to tell you guys, I'm trusting their seed starter over all the other seed starter stuff. It's Omari listed. We like it organic here. It's approved for organic growers, and we just had the best of luck with a lot of Coast of Maine's products. Here is the lobster meal. Now, this is what we used last summer in the smaller bags, but to add it to the grow area, we've got two 40-pound bags here in the back of the truck, and we're going to add those to the grow area. But this is the lobster meal that I'm talking about, guys. You can see here it's a 620 with 8% calcium, and that is all in this bag right here. And I am really excited to get that in the grow area. On top of our calcium, I think we're going to level it out really well. I think it's going to add to that organic matter, and it's going to give a little bump in nitrogen to our soil, and that's all we really need. We don't need anything crazy. Well, folks, I'm excited to get a lot of this started, and I can't thank y'all enough for the support here on the farm. I mean, 3 days to match the month of January's in sales. That is just incredible. And if you guys are interested in purchasing any flour from us, all that information is in the description below, as always. And again, I do appreciate it, guys. It really helps us move forward, get stuff done, you know, get these CBG genetics. They're expensive. We got them. You know, that's all part of the circle. We can bring those to the market next year. I'm excited about it. We may even do an indoor batch just to start trying it out now that we have a grow tent. So there's a lot of things just moving forward. And again, guys, if you want to do a tip jar, not a donation, that information is now in the description below. But yeah, that's all I got for this week, folks. I hope you all take care, and I will see you in another video.